Big Mike here with
His Entertainment.
today's episode. We got Simon Knak, Team Switzerland, Portland Winterhawks, and NHL Draft Pick 2021.
If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button.
So I'm Simon Knak from the Portland Winterhawks. I only touch greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The number one sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Right side, here's Jarvis to the post, turning onto the net, power move, scores! Simon Knak with his second of the night. He's got a pair of goals in back-to-back games, and he is fired up. Two special team goals for the Winterhawks. To the front of the net, Meyer tees it in, right to another, that's off the leg. To the corner of the goal, Stone trying to hammer it, and it goes off the stick of Paragano out. Meyer brings it back in. Meyer to Sudoku, scores! Knak makes this a one-goal game. And they will want to take a look at the clock.
23.9 seconds left on the clock.
It looked as though it ran for maybe a second or a second and a half.
What a nice play by Noah Meyer to just feather it in with a streaky Knak. And then Knak, again, off the pole.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Hey Simon, how you doing? Thank you very much for taking the time for us today. We appreciate it.
Oh, wow, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Now? Yeah, we
Yeah.
got that.
Good.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, thank you very much, Simon. We really appreciate you taking the time today for us.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
So
I'm Ryan, by the way, and this is Big Mike that you've been talking to.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So are you still in Portland, or are you back in Switzerland now?
No, I'm still in Portland. I'm packing my bags right now, and I'm flying home tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're just going to ask you a bunch of questions about hockey. So growing up in Switzerland, what was childhood like, and when did you start playing hockey?
So I started playing hockey when I was 4 years old with a friend of mine who was my neighbor, and we are just like trying a bunch of different sports that we like. And then the first time we tried soccer, tennis, and then my parents were bringing me on the ice, and I had a big smile on there, and I just loved it. And then I know exactly that was the sport I want to play. I was still keeping tennis up. I was playing a lot of tennis until I was 10 years old, but hockey, then I stopped playing tennis, but hockey was always the first sport I wanted to play. And yeah, then I just kept on playing with my friend in Cloton, and then I moved on to Portland. I played my whole seasons in Switzerland with the Cloton Flyers, and that's the team, my youth team.
Okay. How was the transition for you coming to Portland and leaving Switzerland to play hockey in North America?
I think it was pretty special because like leaving my family at home the first time, it's pretty tough. I'm already 19 now, so I think it's the right step to do, but it's still a hard decision. And being so far away, 9 hours time difference, you cannot talk to them a lot, only in the mornings. And I think it was pretty tough, but the second season now in Portland was way easier. I was used to it. I know my beloved family pretty well. I have a lot of friends now here, and the teammates are great. So like they're big friends, and I for sure gonna keep in touch with them in the off season. So yeah.
And what do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years?
What do you mean with that? Is like, what are my goals, or?
Yes. What are your goals?
I would say I want to make the big step to the NHL. Just gonna play men's hockey at one point. I think the junior hockey in Portland was insane. I developed a lot from last year even, and the coaching staff in Portland is unreal. So I hope they're gonna keep me pushing hard and gonna help me to make the next step to the NHL, or just to the AHL and then to the NHL. It's obviously a big step to make the NHL, so it's gonna be a long way. But at one point, I wanna wear an NHL team's jersey and just want to play there and get my first game going.
Well,
yeah, and you can't.
Let's hope it's a Canucks jersey.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have asked for a better organization to come out here and play for. I mean, we hear nothing but good from the Portland Winterhawks, and you know how many players they've already had made the NHL and go on to be superstars in the NHL. So it's a great organization.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like I really enjoy the time being here, and like the coaches gonna challenge you every day in practice and every game. I think they just want to make you better as a player, and I think I really appreciate that, how they are challenging us and giving us the opportunity to play in such a good league. So I think that was a pretty nice 2 years so far.
What's it like playing with Seth Jarvis and Reese Newkirk?
I would say it's unreal. They're two pretty good hockey players. I think I can look and see what they are doing good on the ice in practice or in the games, and try to do a little bit the same, or like just my variation of it. They're probably having a really good shot. I think I worked on a lot in the summer on my shot to get better, and I think Jarvi has insane speed. I was trying to get close to him in the off season, just working hard in the gym and trying to get some races on the ice at the training camp. So it was pretty fun to challenge him, and obviously he is such a nice person. Those two guys, like I'm spending a lot of time with them off the ice and just hanging out with them, playing golf or tennis, and it's just fun to have such good players with you in the team. So
yeah, when we had them on, they were a bunch of beauties, and I really liked the way Reese was chirping Seth the whole time. And they were bantering back and forth, and it was pretty awesome. What's one of your weaknesses, and how do you want to improve on it?
I would say like one of my weaknesses is like the hard work, like in front of the net. I want to be better in front of the net. I think I improved it from last year, that I go more in front of the net, battle hard in front of the net, but it's not that I'm scoring a lot of goals in front of the net from the slot. And I think that's a part where you want to be really good at to move on to the NHL, because at the end it's going to be so hard to score goals, and as a forward you need to score goals to stay in the NHL. And I just think when you're good in front of the net by tipping pucks, getting rebounds, just roof them and get it top shelf, it's probably pretty important to work on those stuff. And with Don Hay, I was working on that thing after every practice, and he's helping me a lot in that part. So hopefully I can get better soon.
Of course.
And that's another beauty too in Don Hay. So he's coaching down there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Milan Lucic was telling us the story how he would make the players they'd drop the players off 2 blocks from the arena and make them walk so their legs got working. Does he still do that?
No, I never heard about that story.
Oh, okay.
But he's still challenging us on the ice a lot. Like after every practice we have some free time on the ice, and he's always grabbing some players doing some drills in the corner with one-on-one battles. Most of the time it's a battle drill, so we get more like physical and more intensity going in the battles. But I think the stuff with the intensity I learned in Portland is insane, because I never had that big of a challenge in Switzerland, because it's not such a good league. And I think the smaller ice make it so hard that you just need to battle all the time. And it's always a 50-50 puck, and you need to win those battles. It's such important to play with the puck and create something after it. So I think that's a thing, that the big thing I learned in Portland, because when I was coming here, I was not used to it, because in Switzerland there's not a lot of hitting, not a lot of intensity in the one-on-one battles. And when I was coming here last year, Johnny Ludwig was slashing a stick over my back and giving me cross checks in the neck and everything like that. And it was just, I was not used to it, and now I'm pretty used to it, and I don't care anymore if somebody is giving me a slash in the back. I just gonna stick to my game plan and play my hockey. And I think that was a big difference to the Swiss league, and obviously the smaller ice too. So yeah.
So on that note too, what was the main difference that you noticed? Was it the harder hitting, or just a chance that there was less ice with the size of the rink, and the guys are on you quicker?
Yeah, I would say the guys are just on you quicker, and you have no time with the puck. You need to look forward, or just see what's going on in the next play, and put the puck in the right position to play with it, or give it to a teammate, and making small plays, because it's you're getting hit every time, and you just need to handle it and spin off of it or take the hits and whatever. I think that the smaller ice is making it hockey quicker than it is in Europe, because it's just everybody, all the time there is a guy on you and just try to get the puck away from you, or just boxing you out. It's not the same like in Europe. It's easier to go into the zone, stick to the puck, or in Europe I would say it's more skilled than it is in Canada or in America. Here it's more of a tougher league and harder. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then this season was a little bit different for you, having played for 3 different teams, starting with HC Davos, and then Portland Winterhawks, and Team Switzerland at the World Juniors. What was that like, playing on 3 different teams this season?
I think it was pretty insane. I wouldn't have that opportunity when Corona wasn't here. I would say it's the time I had in Davos playing with the man in a man's league, and just see what they are actually doing to prepare themselves for practice, for the games, and getting used to it. And I was living in my own apartment, and I need to cook for myself, and I had some meals I was cooking most of the time, because I was not really flexible. And I was I think I was growing a lot in that situation. And then I learned a lot from Joe Thornton, who played with me there in Davos, because it's he's such a big and good guy player, and he's patient with the puck. It's just insane. He's moving the puck quick, but when he has the puck on his stick, he's slowing down the game, and you actually know that he's pretty calm with it. And that's something I was trying to do when he practiced with us and played some games. And then with the World Juniors, it wasn't the best result at the end for the Swiss national team at the World Juniors, but I actually thought I tried to play my best hockey at that tournament, and I thought I had at the end a good tournament. Only 1 goal, but I could have scored probably a little bit more. And in the first game against Slovakia, it was pretty tough that we couldn't score a goal. We had so many chances.
I know. I remember watching that game. You were snake bitten. You had so many chances.
Yeah, it was tough. So,
do you have any hobbies outside of hockey?
Yeah, I'm playing golf and tennis a lot with the friends. Here in Portland, you have a nice golf course. I'm playing a lot of tennis with Gabe Klassen and Kal Jazowski. They're living pretty close to me, so we're most of the time going out after dinner or after the practice and just play for an hour or two some tennis to just enjoy the nice weather outside. And I think just doing different sports is pretty nice. I like riding bikes up in the mountain in Switzerland in the off season, and trying out other sports. Like when I was younger, I was skiing and snowboarding, but I don't want to risk an injury anymore, so I'm not going to do that at the moment when I'm playing hockey. But I was doing that when I was younger. So
being Swiss, you must be a pretty good skier.
Yeah, I like skiing. I started skiing when I was like 3 years old or something like that.
Course.
So my parents were putting me on the skis, and then I was just ripping down the ski hill, and it was just fun. The first couple of years was probably a little bit hard because I had so many bruises and everything because I couldn't handle it that well. But after that, it's so much fun to just enjoy the nice weather up there and go skiing with friends or family. So
yeah.
Who do you mirror your game after, Simon, or who do you look up to in the NHL? And do you have any pregame rituals or routines?
So I model my game like the JT Miller from Vancouver Canucks. I think he's playing pretty. I'm playing pretty similar to him. He's a strong guy. He's playing pretty physical. He's a power forward. He's driving the net pretty hard. I think I'm doing that too. He has a good shot. His work in front of the net is incredible, and I think I can still improve myself by being more in front. And like I said, just try to get the rebounds in or deflecting the puck. But I think he's doing that really good, and I think he's such a good player, and I followed him a lot during the season in the NHL, and I think he played a pretty good season. So
yeah, he's a great player. We love having him here in Vancouver. And it's funny you say the deflecting and stuff in front of the net, because he honestly, ever since we've had him, we have been getting so many more goals that way. And that we had a short little stint where we had him and Toffoli, and they're both like incredible at doing that.
Yeah. And my routines before the game, like I have a couple of routines. When I can have lunch, I most of the time like salmon and rice with some salads, and then most of the time I just take a half an hour nap, half an hour, and then I'm going to the game. There I most of the time take a quick shower. I all the time take tape my two sticks and getting new lices for the skates before every game, and then I have no more. Like I just want to get ready. I do some work in the gym, getting stretched, and I just want to feel good. Most of the time I'm gonna get my heart rate up before I'm jumping on the ice a little bit, that I'm used to the higher heart rate, but I don't have a crazy ritual there. So yeah.
Did you say you relace your skates every game?
Yeah, before every game.
Wow,
that's a new one. Like, so because I play a beer league hockey, so you unlace them all the way down and pull the tongue out.
Yeah.
And then all the laces all the way out.
Yeah, I put all the time new laces in before every game.
Wow. Holy, you better get a sponsorship deal with some lace company.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just, once I had a bad thing about like my laces were getting ripped because it wasn't strong enough or like just loose, and there was like I was such in a hurry and my skate was not fitting and everything was just, I would play probably my worst game ever. And at that part I was just telling myself I need to get new laces before every game, that I'm prepared pretty good for the game. And that thing only happened when somebody's like stepping on like getting cut my laces or something with their skates. But the other time it's not gonna be again. So that's just my rituals. Yeah.
And you're saying that I had it once at beer league where my skate was all the way tied up, and like the second one from the bottom, somebody had like stood on it, or like their foot hit it and it sliced my thing, so it loosened at the bottom. Yeah. And then it stayed tight at the top, and I kind of know what you're talking about. It was a hassle having to go all the way down there to do it.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling to play with that, and I just don't want it. So I'm gonna do it like every game. Peaches was not that happy that I took all his laces, but at one point I told him I'm gonna pay the bill when he's gonna send it to me, because I just want to be prepared for the game, and I don't care if it's gonna cost me $50 or $100. I just want to be prepared for the game. Yeah,
that's awesome. I like that. That's unique. First WHL goal. Can you take me back to it?
Yeah, it was kind of weird goal. It was the first game of last season against Tri-City. I was getting my first, like, important, you get the puck.
Oh, so,
I was just getting that picture from Mike a couple days ago with the first puck. It was pretty nice, but I was just skating down the hallway, like over the blue line on the boards, and I just put the puck on net, and I think it was deflected by the Tri-City guys, and then it was sliding through the 5-hole of the guy. So it wasn't what is the beauty of a goal, but I think I still take that goal. Sometimes when you just put the puck on net, it's gonna go in. It was my first WHL goal, so I was pretty happy, but it wasn't a dingle dangle or whatever. So I just take it. Yeah.
Just put the pucks on net. Yeah, just put the pucks on net.
Who would you say the best player you've played with and against?
Oh, I would say the best player I played with, I would probably say Seth Jarvis. He's such a good player. What he is doing with his age, or like with his size, it's just incredible. Like he's a smaller guy, but he is still so tough in the battles, and like his intensity to winning pucks or skating around guys or trying to put the puck on net is pretty impressive what he's doing. And I think the best player I played against, I would say probably Lafreniere at the World Juniors or at the Linka Cup. He was, I don't know, he was just all over the game, playing against Switzerland. I think he had a hat trick in that game, and he's shooting, and the puck is just all the time landing into the net. Like he has such a snipe, and I think that's incredible. And I'm a big Rangers fan, so I follow him around, and I think it's pretty good for the Rangers to have a guy like that on his team. So hopefully he's stepping up the next season too.
What's your go-to celly?
I most of the time just put one arm up and just like try to get close to the boys. I don't have a big celly. Most of the time I'm pretty, like, I can just put the one arm up or like swing it and say like let's go or something like that, but I don't have a big celly with a bow and arrow or something like that.
Okay. What's your biggest hockey moment so far in your career?
I would say the biggest hockey moment was when I was named up to the under 18 championships in Sweden as an underager, and I was named captain at that tournament as an underager, and I thought that was pretty insane. And then just playing at the under 18 in Sweden, and it was such a nice experience. And then obviously the World Juniors last year in Czech Republic, when I was a double underager and we were beating Finland in the what was it, in the
quarterfinal, I think.
No, it was the that was not on that team. It was in Czech Republic. I think it was the fourth game or something like that, and then we were beating them, and they were such a good team, and we are Switzerland. We are like not beating a lot of big teams in the international sports, and it's just we had a big party after that, and such a nice experience to beat Finland at that tournament. So yeah.
Oh yeah. You have a favorite movie about sports?
The favorite movie?
Yeah, about sports.
Cool Runnings. I like that movie. Just how they stick together as a team, and to make a guys trying to go make a winter sport and all that stuff. I just love the movie, and I for sure watched it a lot. And once I made a presentation about it in school about it. So I would say that's one of my favorite movie ever. So yeah.
Okay, good one. That's a good choice. I love it. And it's got good Canadian guy, John Candy. He was the coach of the Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
If a scout or GM were to ask, Simon, what do you bring to the table?
I would say I bring a lot of leadership. I'm bring a lot of power into the team and a lot of speed. Speed, I mean like on the ice by skating, but on playing the puck quick, making give and goes. I think I see the ice pretty good. I try to find the open ice, skate into the open ice, or put the puck into an open ice with like a chip out, or make a nice dump for myself and get it back. And I would say they were just getting a pretty power forward to try to forecheck hard, finishing hits, dig in the corners, getting pucks, and then creating offensive chances. And I'm a pretty solid player in the defensive zone. So yeah.
How are you preparing yourself for the 2021 draft? And have you spoken to many teams?
I've spoken to a couple teams so far. I think last year was a pretty disappointing year for me, or like for the draft for me, because I wasn't getting drafted. I honestly, it's my biggest goal to play in the NHL, and when you're getting drafted, I think you're one step closer to it. And I wasn't getting drafted. That was pretty disappointing, but I never stopped, keep on working hard, and just all the time try to give my best, and always had the goal NHL or like the draft in my head. And I think that helped me a lot. And I think this year, I hope I'm going to get drafted. You never know what all the scouts are thinking, or what their notes are. But I think I had a good season. I talked to a couple NHL teams, and we will see. And when the draft's happening, I hope I'm going to get drafted. That's my goal. So yeah.
I know we always say that saying, light a fire under his ass. But I feel like that draft, not getting drafted last year, kind of did that to you, because this year you went on an absolute tear in the WHL. You had a great season.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I thought that was the same. Like I really I remember the talk with Mike and Don Hay after I wasn't getting drafted. Was just they couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, but we were both saying now I need to keep on working hard and just giving my best to getting drafted. That I wanted to show all the scouts out there that they made a mistake and not drafting me last year. So I hope somebody's going to draft me this year, and then they know, we made a mistake last year and didn't draft you there. Just wanted to show all the guys there, all the scouts and NHL teams, that I can be an NHL player, and I want to be one. So yeah.
And I think that's why we have you on the show, because we know you're going there.
Yeah. And everything happens for a reason, and now you're going to end up on our draft video this year, because every year at the draft we do this thing where we we take a little clip from each person we've had on that got drafted. Now this year when we do our draft video, you can make the draft video.
Yeah,
hopefully. That's right.
I hope so.
Because that's really the most important thing on your mind other than getting drafted, right?
Hey, Simon, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for us today and coming on. We're big fans of you, and we know you're going to go far in hockey, and we can't wait to cheer you on to the top.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. And I really appreciate that you were letting me on and coming to me. I'm sorry that I couldn't do it earlier, but I was just like, I wanted to finish the season, and then I think it worked out pretty well like that.
Worked out perfect. It's understandable.
If you're looking for a mug, perhaps a hoodie, head on over to IOnlyTouchGreatness.com.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.